Hi there. This video will show you how to use the Luria Library's communication database to select appropriate journal articles to help you understand the communication context of your selected film. Because you will be applying a communication context to a film, it can be tricky to distinguish what kinds of sources works best for this assignment. I'll tell you now, it is possible to find journal articles that discuss films. The database may even have multiple articles on the film you have chosen. Take a look at this search for the film Lost in Translation. I found journal articles that discuss the film, and some even apply an analysis to the film. However, your professor is not looking for you to choose articles that have already critiqued the film. It will be your job in this assignment to select the communication context and apply relevant terminology to the film based on your own observations. You will then use appropriate terms from the communication context to locate relevant journal articles for this assignment. As such, your focus will be on selecting journal articles that further your understanding of the communication context and the related terminology you have chosen. You will not be looking for articles that already review, critique, or analyze the film. Choosing articles simply because they discuss your film will not necessarily be good selections for this research assignment. I have a few tricks I can offer you with how to focus your search for this assignment. First, keep in mind that the database Communication and Mass Media Complete likes keywords. So, inserting terminology associated with your communication context will be ideal. However, sometimes the ways in which we describe a concept are different than the database. For example, the concept of how we convey our sense of self to the outside world could be described as self-projection, but the database actually finds more results if I use the term self-disclosure, a related term to self-projection. What's unique about the keyword self-disclosure is it's actually a phrase. The database is doing its best to find just the phrase, but it is also looking for instances of the word self and instances of the word disclosure independently. If I want the database to search just the phrase, I can insert quotation marks around it. If I change my phrase to a hyphenated word, my number of results will slightly change again. It is always a good idea to think of several different ways to describe your topic when searching in a database, because of instances such as these. You can also get other ideas of how to construct search statements to optimize your results by taking a look at the infographic on advanced search strategies linked within the description of this video. Now, let's say I'm taking a look at an example of self-disclosure in association with a romantic relationship in my film. I can add the term romantic relationship in quotes and then filter my results so I see only what's available in full text. I have a reasonable number of results to work with here, so now I can look closer at some unique features of these articles. Many databases use subject terms to describe concepts discussed in each article. Subject terms are listed in the result list below the title, authors' names, and publication information for each article. You can review subject terms for articles to come up with other search terms to try as well. Reviewing both the article title and the subject term of the articles in your result list will give you some idea of what the articles are about. For more information, you can view the abstract or summary of each article by hovering over the magnifying glass symbol. Subject terms also allow you to produce results for all of the articles in the database that have been given a particular subject term, even if the author of the articles have described the topic in a different way. To do this, select the title of an article that looks like it might be relevant, and select the subject term that best describes your topic. Combining keywords and subject terms is a powerful way to improve your search results, but adding too many can actually decrease your result list. So it's a good practice to test out a variety of search terms and phrases together to identify what combination works best. Also, just because a research article is found using all of your search terms doesn't mean that it is an appropriate choice for your research, so make sure to read those abstracts and summaries carefully, and if you get stuck, ask a librarian for help.